What's going on, party people? We're back with some more Babymonathon Revival 1. That is right. Today we got Xzeroxman versus Genexys, who I know from the Zets Discord. I don't know if I've ever interacted with him, actually, but I do know he exists. And maybe a little bit out of his element here in a Little Cup 9 tournament, but I'm here to document the matches and wish him all the best here. So yeah, Xzeroxman versus Genexys. Now, Xzeroxman bringing a Gothita. I gotta talk about this because this was only brought into my attention earlier today, and I've been pre-recording all these videos. Like it's Saturday, and I'm recording this, and I think this is like my fourth or fifth match I've recorded already. Gothita's got Shadow Tag. That's why so many interactions up till this point have been like, oh, why did they switch out? Why didn't they switch out? You know, because you can't switch out if it's Shadow Tag unless you're a Ghost type, I believe. So. There you go. Want to just clarify that. Again, that was just kind of more of a slip than anything in the commentary, but I do appreciate it when you, the viewers, point out any little slip like that. I take no ill will from that. So please comment anything that's like, okay, he definitely missed that. But yeah, one thing that's impossible to miss though is this monster here, Shellder. Shellder can just win games on its own in this tier. It's insane. What a good Pokemon with just Shell Smash sweeping. Yeah, and Xeroxman also bringing an Elekid, great Pokemon. Mindfu, because you have to have a Mindfu. I mean, honestly, this is just a team full of threats here. Barring, you know, I mean, I'm not really sold on the Marini yet, you know, but it's a fat Pokemon. It's doing kind of what Toxfest does, but maybe to a lesser extent, right? Genexys bringing a very interesting team with the Wingull. First time I've seen that in this. We got the Babymonathon making a return, which has proven to be a pretty good answer to Shellder once it's set up, as you can get the Grassy Grassy Terrain set up and then click Glassy Glide for priority. Just take things out. Man, I'm stuttering like crazy today. Volibee, also a very good sweeping Pokemon. We'll see what set they are running. A Drifloon. Unburden, very, very good. Alright, not Unburden, sorry. Yeah, Unburden, yeah. I read Aftermath. I said Unburden. I meant to say Unburden, but there you go. Flare Boost. I thought this thing got Speed Boost all of a sudden. Timber, which is a popular Pokemon in Gen 9 UU Little Cup. Interesting to see it making its debut in this tournament, at least from what I can remember. And then a regular Sandshrew, which maybe this thing can do some rapid spin sweeping action without the ice type, of course. So let's jump into it here. Elekid lead versus Grookey, so getting up that train right away. Switching out into Mindfu for Xeroxman. Takes a Wood Hammer, that does a ton of damage and takes a ton of recoil. Leftover! No, that's not Leftovers, that's Grassy Terrain, of course. Quick Fake Out, gets the Flinch, of course. And Marini switches in. Takes a Grassy Glide. Doesn't do too much, and both Pokemon benefit from the Grassy Terrain HP. Clicks Knockoff, gets rid of that thing. I'm assuming that was a Violet. I need to go back here. I missed the text there. I mean, yeah, of course it's going to be a Violet, right? Knockoff. Yeah, there's the Violet, of course. Quick Sludge Bomb knocks it out. So, important to note, Genexys now without Grookey, which is, you know, one of your ways of dealing with Shellder if this thing Shell Smashes up. But brings in Drifloon and gets the Grass Berry there. Interesting. Calm Mind, I think did have the Grass Berry. Yeah, Grassy Seed. Quick Shadow Ball, doing just over half for Muzzbray. This thing gets the Stamina boost and clicks Roar. Volibee switches in here. And then right back into Sandshrew as it clicks Stealth Rock, so getting up hazards. We'll see if they go click. Let's see if Genexys clicks Rapid Spin here. Nope, they just set up their own rocks. Mindfu comes back out. Then clicks Rapid Spin, gets a speed boost. Now it's got the advantage on the Mindfu. You gotta think, right? Yeah, definitely. And then clicks High Horsepower. Doesn't get the kill. As Mindfu clicks U-turn, does tons of damage there. Gothita comes out, this thing is trapped. Clicks Psychic, and it dies. So there you go. Volibee comes back out. Marini switches in on the Volibee here. So this is a physical Volibee clicking Brave Bird. Finishes off with a knockoff. I think Xeroxman is fine with that trade. Elekid comes out, can pretty safely click Volt Switch, except they click T-Bolt just to go for the kill here. As Timber comes out, Muzzbray comes in on the Timber here, clicks Knockoff, doing not quite enough. Stamina boost. And then clicks Earthquake to do almost half to Mudsbury as it just dies to an Ice Punch. In comes Elekid. Probably get the KO with the Psychic. Yes, it does. So looking good for Xeroxman here. Drifloon switches in, and T-Bolt just knock it out. And yeah, this is GG. You gotta think, Winkle's not gonna outspeed, eh? Nope. Didn't even need the Shelter Sweep here. Elekid getting it done. Such a good Pokemon. And yeah, let's jump into game 2. Here we go, game 2, Xeroxman versus Genexys. Xeroxman bringing back the same team again. Maybe they were unhappy that Shelter didn't get to hit the field, so he's like, I'm bringing Shelter, damn it. We'll see if Shelter does anything in this match. Now, Genexys bringing the Glimmet this time here, so maybe taking more of an approach to set up hazards. Got a Shelter of his own as well. We see a Lowland Diglett there as well. And then, you know, some of just the classics of this tier, right? You got Mindfu, you got Volibee, and you've got Fungus as well. So pretty good defensive core there for Genexys. But yeah, probably looking to set up some hazards here. We do see a Poison type on Xeroxman's side if Toxic Spites start getting up here. So might be looking to deal with the Marini, which by the way is looking like it could put in some serious work in this match. I mean, I guess a Diglett's a bit of a threat, but I mean, deals with the Mindfu pretty well, deals with the Glimmet pretty well. And does Xeroxman have a good answer to that Shelter if it sets up a Shell Smash? I don't know. Maybe their own Shelter, maybe Marini, I guess. Let's find out. You gotta think Xeroxman's looking to preserve his water types there. But yeah, let's jump into it here. Volibee lead versus Marini. As Marini gets knocked off. And clicks Ice Beam, does just over half to Volibee, no freeze. Switches into Mudspray here. As Volibee clicks U-turn, gets the stamina boost on the way out. And Fungus comes in. This Earthquake on the Fungus, not quite doing half here as they click Spore. No berry. It switches out to Gothita here. As Diglett switches in. It clicks Sucker Punch, doesn't kill. While Gothita doesn't kill with the Energy Ball. So, yeah, looking to switch out. Goes into Mindfu here. Take the Earthquake. Does just over half. And then clicks Fake Out. Probably gonna have to get out though. Tangled Hair. Yeah, you are slower, my friend. As Mudspray comes out here. Takes the Earthquake. Does half though. The stamina boost, I don't know. I think 2's still killing. But no, they switch into Mindfu here. Maybe 2's not killing. Mindfu on Mindfu here. And Volibee switches in on the knockoff here. Loses its Violite, but gets the weak armor boost as well. Marini switches in as it clicks Roost. The Volibee, that is. Good play. Clicks U-turn, gets out of there. Glimmet comes in on the Ice Beam. And clicks Mud Shot on the Marini. That does a ton. Doesn't kill. And oh, the Surf knocks out the Glimmet, so no hazards from the Glimmet anyways. Same thing, right? Glimmet, yeah. Mindfu's actually clicking sub here. So good play by Genexys here. Good position to be in. Psychic will break the sub, but Mindfu can knock out the Gothita with a knockoff. So Genexys up 5 Pokemon to 4 here at this point. Shelter comes in. We're going to see the Shell Smash on the U-turn here. We do. Here it is. And that Fungus might be in range of Icicle Shard. No, they click Rock Blast as Rock Blast actually gets the kill here. So no Ice Shard. Or not Ice Shard, sorry, Icicle Spear is what I meant to say. Liquidation on the Mindfu. Mindfu doesn't get the kill with High Jump Kick. Crazy. That's not super effective though. Keep thinking that thing's an Ice type. It's not. Diglett comes out as Mindfu drops, clicks Ice Shard. So this thing has priority as its Ice move. So yeah, not packing the Icicle Spear as Genex's own Shelter comes out, clicks Rock Pass, and we might have a Speed Tie on our hand here. He opts to Shell Smash as well. Oh, Ice Shard doesn't get there as they go for Liquidation. Okay, how's this gonna go? Mindfu comes out, yet clicks Fake Out. So that prior damage, huge. Volibee comes out, threatening the flying move as they just go for knockoff on the Marini that already lost its item, but 2 will get the job done. Elekid can just come in here and click T-Bolt. Yeah. Wow. So we see Ice Shard, Shelter being the difference maker here. I always think it's weird when you see speed boosting move like Shell Smash paired up with a priority move like Ice Shard, but proves to be the difference maker here as it was able to out prioritize some things, and then you got the priority Fake Out kind of saving your butt there too. So well played by Xzeroxman. Especially that shelter setting up at the end there, crazy. I mean losing the Glimmet early on too, not being able to set up hazards. You got to think that was pretty big as well. I mean, it's not like Xzeroxman has any Pokemon that are specifically weak to rocks, but you don't like rocks. And every single Pokemon's grounded too, so you don't want to see spikes, toxic spikes, anything like that. I know Marini can clear them, but you know that still kind of forces a situation where you want to get your Marini in anyways. So yeah, Xzeroxman moves on to round 2. Good game from Genexys, and stay tuned for more Babymon Revival 1 content. And yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.